Okay. Hi, everybody. I was trying to tag all the people that wanted to be tagged, but it's not possible. And I can't even tell you why. The only thing I could do was go through the list of everyone's name. And if I do that, I won't make it to start this video when I said I was going to start it. So, how's everybody doing with this very intense energy right now? Good, I'm sure. Okay, so I started doing readings about 3 weeks ago, as most of you know. And I know that it's not something everybody wants to do at this time, and it's also not something that everybody can afford to do at this time. But I did tell you a couple weeks ago that if information came through that was for everyone, I would share it, as long as the clients don't mind me doing that. So I reached out to this person this morning or this afternoon and asked if it was okay if I shared this information with all of you. So I do apologize for the people who asked to be tagged and it didn't happen. In these readings, the way these readings work is I go into a meditative state, and whoever that particular client is, I ask what they want to come, what that person's higher self wants the person to know, what information wants to come through. Some people have asked a question or two, but the majority of those people just do a 100% intuitive reading. When this person reached out to me on August 29th, I felt like there was something going on, like something massive was about to happen. I talked to probably only 2 other people that day, and those 2 other people both massively felt like something was about to happen. So this person reached out to me to understand what she was feeling, what the anxiety was, not necessarily in a bad way. She also said that she uses her own internal guidance and has never asked for help or reading or any kind of assistance from anyone. So I found that very interesting as well. So she reached out for me. I said, yes, I can do it that same day. And so we started doing it. And I started writing down information when talking to her higher self, asking what higher self wanted her to know. And the way I started out in doing this was saying, this person's higher self wants to know what this energy is, what this anticipation or anxiety is about on a collective level. What is going on right now? What is this person, what are they feeling? So that's where this started with, what is this person feeling? I guess it would help if I turn my notifications in. Let me do that real quick. Sorry, guys. Talk about unprofessional. Okay, sorry about that. Okay, so immediately when I started writing, I was getting we as a collective, we as the planetary existence. It was not about this person or this person's relationships or this person's job. So within the first 3 minutes of going to higher self, I went to this person and I sent them a message and I said, did you think this reading was going to be about you? Because everything that's coming through is about we. And she said, that's okay, go ahead, continue. I just wanted to check in with her before I did that. Sorry, I have hair stuck to my hat that's out of control. Okay, let's just fix that right now. Okay, so I asked, like I always do, what higher self wanted this person to know. And here's how the reading started out. All must have strength. The divine feminine and masculine balance is what is of the utmost importance here. We will have to tame our own animal instinct in this coming situation. What this world needs now is courage. There has been an abuse of power for thousands and thousands of years. That abuse of power can no longer continue. All the world is now watching. With discord and disgrace, the world feels depleted of its inner strength. And I'm not talking about all sentient life. I'm talking now specifically about human beings feeling discord and disgrace. The world feels depleted of its inner strength. How can we come back into balance after this has happened? We need to take stock and restore our energy and our faith in humanity. There will be some explosive behavior, some unrest, and some aggression. I want you to know that when this gets shared, those things are going to come about. And we've been seeing this already as parts of the world and parts of humanity are unsettled or just unknowing about what's going on. They're only seeing it from a 3D perspective. So they're not sure on a different level what is going on. And we're seeing that happen already. But again, they're talking about explosive behavior, unrest, and aggression. The next thing that came up was the fact that in this situation we have massive backup. And you know what I mean. This situation itself is about conflict, disagreement, defeat, winning at all costs. I'm sure these things sound very familiar to you after the last 16 months of what everything that has transpired and everything that we've gone through together collectively as a planet. So again, conflict, disagreement, defeat, winning at all cost. The sky is cloudy and tumultuous. A battle has been fought and it has been lost. Major disagreement or conflict, a sense of sadness and loss. Bad blood and stagnant energy is hovering over the planet as I can see it. This battle has cost the world its trust, its respect, and its dignity. The planet feels isolated and pissed off. That's the energy that was coming through. Even though the light has been shown on the massive corruption and the manipulation that's been going on for a really long time, there will be a large group of people that when this event happens, when this revelation comes through, they just simply feel like they can't go past it. They can't move past it. They can't deal with what this is. And when I heard that, what I saw was people sitting in their homes on their couches, staring at the television or listening to the radio with their mouths open. We take for granted sometimes that we know a lot of things that the general public does not know, and just know that there will, again, be some reactions like this. There's just so many people that are in shock. They're in massive disbelief, and they're in a very untrusting energy. We're going to have to choose our battles very wisely, is what came through. We don't want to nitpick at every little thing that is wrong. We're kind of just going to have to soothe people and go one step at a time through the bigger things, through the bigger picture of what is happening. And I don't know all the ways that we're going to do that, but I do suppose that's the reason we've been sharing on this platform and other platforms for a really long time, is so that we have some clarity in that moment when this happens, what we're going to do. The reason I'm sharing this right now is we know the energy is getting stronger and stronger. We all know that. When the energy gets stronger, that higher frequency comes in and pushes that lower frequency out. We've talked about that a multitude of times. So, this energy now that just keeps getting stronger and stronger. Like I posted about it, and then I thought, okay, well, I'm 48 hours usually ahead of the crowd, kind of, in feeling it, and I observe when other people start feeling it. Again, the reason why I'm sharing this now is this feels to me like it's going to happen sometime between this weekend within the next couple weeks. Now, obviously, I don't know that, but the energy is saying, very much saying yes to that. So I feel like that's why I reached out to this person today and I said, okay, I feel like this is right now. And also when she was experiencing it and when I was experiencing the energy of it on August 29th, it felt very much like right now. When these first two groups of information came through, I then asked higher self, what exactly are you referring to? What situation are you referring to that this happening is kind of based around, or the energy of what is surrounding this situation? The answer was this: wealth, financial security, long-term worldly success, the contribution of humanity. We are now being shown the dark side of wealth, financial failure, and loss. There is a prominent man who wishes to share his wealth with the world. This is a reincarnated elder who walks amongst you. This man is deeply connected with the people, the lineage of humanity, and his worldly community. This is a cycle completion that favors the meek, for the meek shall inherit the earth. This nation will be proud of its achievements and finally move forward without the chains of the controllers and their manipulation. This will be a lasting foundation from which the world can start anew. Those involved in this project are not doing it for egoic satisfaction. This is very important. They said to me, this is not about somebody wanting to feel good or be a do-gooder for one day. They're talking the lineage of humanity. Some people, as we know, have chosen, like you and I, to come back over and over again to make sure that this happens. We have volunteered to assist probably hundreds of times in liberation of a planet and got almost there, but it didn't quite work. This time it is going to work. So again, there is no egoic satisfaction in this man that I'm talking about, and in these people within an alliance to bring freedom to the planet. It's not about the ego. Those involved in this project have agreed to it and have been working on it for decades. But they have a real and loving desire to change our planet and this universe. They are joyous in the new beginning that they have been working on for so long. This is about so many others that have gone before us. And when I wrote that down, the first person that I saw was Tesla, then I saw Einstein, and then all these people just started filling up the space above the table where I'm sitting to write, and talking about all their inventions and free energy and all the things that they were working on to make this happen before. And they were letting us know that they're here, they're guiding us, and they are watching us do what they feel like they failed at before. But they have a bigger understanding of that as well. So again, all of these past people that have tried for planetary liberation here and on many other planets are here and are watching, and were literally showed up sitting at this table with me during this reading. So then they reminded me that this was about so many others that have gone before us. They have created this plan, is what they said. And then this came through, and I'm not going to get into the negative or positive about this or what we believe the energy is around this past situation or what this current situation is. I'm going to say it just like they told me. The number 17, we know the letter of the alphabet for that, I'm not going to say it, has been replaced by the number 22. 22 is the master builder number of all creation. So they're saying that while one aspect of the plan has come to fruition, has got a lot of people to do the research, and if it did nothing else than that, by the grace of God, that alone was a miracle to get millions of people doing their research. Again, we've shifted from number 17 to number 22. The energy of the master builder number 22 is here with us to make sure that we succeed in this now plan. They continue. After the initial shock and dismay of the planet, everyone here goes into quiet retrospective mode. This alone sparks an awakening in humanity. And while many of us, thousands of us, maybe millions of us already see the awakening in humanity, we all know that there are many people that have not seen it and have not experienced it itself. So again, they're saying, after this shock, people will quiet down, go into retrospective mode, and have the awakening that we've seen happen on multiple levels and multiple waves already come to fruition. Out of this, we gain new ideas, new inspiration, discoveries. We realize the unlimited potential we have in unity. And we can't get anything done until we realize that unlimited potential in unity. Okay, with all beings, all human, all hominid beings, period, wherever you are geographically makes no difference. Everyone must be united to get this done. We then become more of a free spirit. We will see that we are not limited by any world situation. And I posted earlier, all these catalysts were a part of this now divine plan. If we were to have achieved back in November certain victories, all of the things that have come out since November, and we've had more information come out since November of last year than we have in the last 10 years combined. So let's look at that and revisit the fact that if things had turned out in a fair and judicial way as far as the people's wishes, we wouldn't have got to this place where we are now. So I thank everyone that was involved in the control and manipulation that brings about this new wave of awakening. This is a new journey for all of us. There is no exact solid plan, they want us to know, or exact blueprint for this new time, this rebuild. Step by step, day by day, nothing will stand in our way. Nothing will get in the way of unity and love. It's not going to happen this time. This will begin a soul journey for our planet as a whole. And while, like I said, many of us have been on a soul journey together in unity to make this happen, we're talking about the whole planet this time, okay? Not just a couple thousand of us. So that's really important. Next, they say, after dust settles, we begin to implement the ideas brought to us through unified thinking, not division. We have new ideas and we implement those new ideas through this unity consciousness. Okay, so forever it's been us against them. When we realize that that's not the case, that will greatly help us come together in unity. And that's helped a lot of us come together in unity already. The country will be charged up with a new passion, a new energy, and an enthusiasm about the many changes that are coming and that we ourselves are bringing to fruition. So much growth and expansion will come out of this. In this newfound unity, we realize that we as a people are unstoppable and also unlimited as a race. As a whole, we will have to balance our yin-yang energy to complete this massive undertaking. We will need to integrate... Well, there's our confirmation that giant school bus was pretty loud. Sorry. Okay. So we will need to integrate the male action side with the female receptive intuitiveness. Can we achieve this task in a balanced way to move forward? Okay. Now, I'm not talking about you as a woman or you as a man. I'm talking the left side of the body is where we receive. And a lot of times when the energy gets high, you'll feel it in the left side of your brain or the left side of your, coming up the left side of your foot or something. So left side of the body is your intuition. Right side of the body is what you project out. I'm receiving, I'm doing something with it. I'm receiving it, I'm doing something with it. And this is a lot of times where we get stuck. I may sit here and trust me, I sat here for decades and received it and didn't know what to do with it. Didn't know how to put it back out there. But I balance my own male-female that every time I receive it, what am I going to do with my receptiveness? I am not a help to myself or to anyone else if I'm receiving, holding everything in. Don't know how to share, don't know how to project, don't know how to build, and don't know how to take action. So yes, men are receptive, men have that female thing. But we have to use both ends, and that's what they're saying. To get through this, we're going to have to receive and take action, okay? The last thing that came up in this reading, and I just unbelievably fitting to me, was karma. And here's the message that comes with that. We come into now a time of reckoning, a time of absolute karma. This journey as humans has been manipulated for so long, we don't even know what it's like to feel free. Those creating the oppression for so long have given up on controlling us. Now, there are still minions, don't get me wrong. We can laugh about that. It's become much easier without the main puppet masters pulling the strings. Now go back to the message. Those creating the oppression for so long have given up controlling us. But we still have many earth beings that have played the game against their own. And they will now reap the consequences of those actions. They stand before humanity and their judgment will be harsh. The people will bond with family and neighbors alike to assure justice comes. This is divine justice we're talking about. We're not talking about little inconsequential things, tit for tat things. We're talking divine justice, righting the scales here. Okay. So then they're reminding me that as we had this separation in family and we had this separation with friends and neighbors because of all the nitpicky little disturbances in our reality to keep us from the bigger picture, family and friends coming back together, neighbors coming back together. Oh, can you believe this? Yes, I believe this. I knew about this. What can we do about this now? This is what they're talking about. Then they say to me, this is now the time for the divine justice. Every karmic storehouse will be opened at the end of this 26,000 year cycle. These souls will not get the chance to reincarnate after such atrocity. And we pretty much have known for a while, and we hoped that there was not going to be a chance for these souls to reincarnate after such atrocities. Can we as a planet, they asked, can we as a planet heal from this continued cycle of manipulation and abuse? Have we learned our lesson now about governing ourselves and being involved in our governance? Have we learned our lesson about letting a group of so few make the decisions for so many? We must now clear and cleanse the muddy waters of our world's past and prepare the way for a huge leap in evolution. And that my friends, is the end of the reading. I'm glad to see there's some people here going on. Okay, guys, I don't like to stay on, make real long videos. Thank you very much for watching. Again, I did promise you guys a couple weeks ago. I know that getting a reading is not something everybody's interested in, but there are things that are coming through for everybody, and as long as those things are okay to share with the people that are the clients, I will continue to share those things that come through that are helpful for everyone. All right? Thank you for watching. I love you guys. Oh, we have Master Builder number 33. We have the audience of 33. Okay, and I apologize for not being able to tag everybody. It appeared that it was going to take me 2 hours, and I wanted to make sure. It seemed like some people were going to be able to hop on and actually see this, okay? This is what we have been able to do is accomplish is amazing. It's incredible. It's awesome. And I feel like, and I know like these things I'm talking about, it's not a big shock, okay? We kind of knew this was coming, but I think this is coming right now, as in it feels like days away, and the energy is just so expansive right now and so cohesive. It is a really good time for this to happen. All right, thank you guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for doing this with me. Bye.